Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today's going to be a really quick video because I don't know how else to do this, to be fair. We're playing with the Kylie Cosmetics little palette that launched, I guess, for Christmas. Um, it's called the Wet Shimmer Quad. Y'all, it's adorable. It's so teeny tiny. It's like Polly Pocket. It almost reminds, it's the size of, I wonder if it is the size of the Pat McGrath one. There's little ones that she launched. This might be a little bigger than that though, but not by much. Okay, know that this thing is small, but it packs a punch. So look at these shades. I mean, they're gorgeous. And it's kind of like reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury, the Star Aurora in a way. Not exactly, not a dupe, nothing like that. It just kind of reminds me of it. And then the Makeup by Mario in the Ethereal Eyes palette, that, like, they're beautiful. Like, they really are. Are they a pain in the butt? Yeah, they are. But if you can figure it out, which I'm trying, the look is stunning. I mean, when the light hits it just right, it's like gorgeous. It doesn't have a lot of pigment behind it, but it does have enough, I feel. Again, this is more of a companion palette. I don't see this being a one and done either though. The other thing is that someone, maybe it was a customer, I don't know, when I was at Ulta, asked if you could use it as a highlighter. And I think you could, if that's the kind of highlighter you're wanting. It's glittery, okay? So know that. And it doesn't swatch the best, but on the eye itself, it's gorgeous. We will get into it. Let me start with what's on my face. So for foundation today, I am wearing the Makeup Forever Reboot. I don't think you can get this anymore, but gosh, I love this foundation. It is one of my favorites. It's like every time I find a favorite, it's discontinued. I don't get it. For concealer, I am wearing the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This one here. I set the under eyes and the T-zone with the Lunar Beauty Universal Powder. This one here. Well, I guess it's called Lunarversal Setting Powder Translucent Light. And then I set the rest of the face with the Porefessional. It's by Benefit. I don't know if there's shades to it or not, but it really does. It can look drying, but it is blurring. And I find that if I use it a light amount on a really fluffy brush like this one here from It Cosmetics, I use it with this. I dip it in, knock it off, and then just rub it on my face. It blurs the pores really well. It kind of hides the wrinkles a little bit. Nothing's going to hide them from, it just is what it is. The lines are there. But it does definitely keep your makeup in place. If it does get too matte, just use a setting spray. It works. Let it dry, pat it in with a sponge, whatever. And it brings it back to, your skin being more like skin. But if you're oily, highly suggest it. If you're dry, maybe not. I mean, you could make it work though. To me anymore, you can almost make any kind of makeup work. For the bronzer, blush, and highlighter, because this was like that, I was just going to use my bronzer in my palette, what am I using? So I'm using the new Hourglass Christmas one. I have it in the Lotus, but technically it's the Evil Eye. I think I said Snake in the other video. Snake was last year, or the year before last. No, it was last year Snake was, right? Yeah, because I didn't get that one. Because I wanted the Owl, I think, is how it went. I don't know. But this is the Evil Eye in the Lotus one. And we do have these at our store now, so amazing. But I had already purchased it at full price, But I do love this. So I'm wearing this bronzer here, and then I'm wearing this blush up here, and then the highlighter right there is what I'm wearing. So the highlighter is called Rose Gold Strobe Light. It is rose gold. The blush is Pink Fusion. and the bronzer is Natural Bronze. So I really, this and the bronzers over here, which I love. So this is why I use this one more, even though the bronzer in the first palette I like better as far as color. I still use this one more just because it's where it is located in the palette. But I was going to use the bronzer through the crease to create the eye look, basically, and then add this one, which you could do. But instead, I decided to go a little bit further today just to see how it would do, mixing it with other shadows. And I used the Dreamy Dozen 2 palette. Where did I put it? It's hard to tell where I put anything anymore. I so need to clean my mess up. Here it is. I have a mess over here, y'all. Because I'm always at work. And the last, I've had yesterday and today off. Because they didn't need me at Marshall's. So I call and they're like, no, we're not busy, so I don't go. It's great. But I just wanted to play in the makeup. I didn't want to clean it. I don't want to pick up and put stuff back where it belongs. No, no, no. So I've really enjoyed just sitting here for 3 hours because my kids are in school. It's just me. I throw a load of laundry in and then just play, But I did use the Dreamy Dozen 2 to create the base of the look, which technically I could leave it like this, throw on my mascara and go. It's just an all matte look. Well, I put a shimmer there. But you could do it like this. So for the crease, I put this color right here. This color right here. And then for the outer corner, I put this color. And then I put this color here on the lid. I also set the whole lid technically with this shade, but I really kind of packed it on right here to get the light back in there. And then, of course, that was the inner corner. And that was it. That's all I have on my eye. So I'm using 1, 2, 3 mattes, and then that for the inner corner. And I think it's really pretty. Now, if you know me, I have to have something, to make it pop, which is where the Kylie does come in. So if you have an all matte palette, this could work. Granted, you probably have Super Shocks or the Moon Dust shadows or something like that in your collection. So, is it I cannot talk today. Is it necessary? No. But for the price point, I'm pretty sure that it's only $25 for these. And yes, they're small. So there's that. But I feel like even at that, I think it's kind of worth it, to be honest. Let me make sure that that is what it is so that I don't mess up. Because if it's more, But I'm pretty sure I looked last night to see how much it was because I was curious, because to be fair, it is only $24 at Ulta, and it says free gift. I don't know what it is, but I didn't get a free gift. But anyway, it is $24, and I really do enjoy it. I've used it quite a few times, actually, to really, oomph up a look. So, it does come in handy, and it's so little, it fits right into my drawer, and it's there, It could very well get lost in the shuffle. And since they've rebranded it, I haven't really purchased anything from the brand. I don't watch the Kardashians or anything, so there's that. But, this caught my eye. Again, it's beautiful. I'll swatch it in a minute. But for the lid, and you could use this as an inner corner too. I just chose to go with the palette for the inner corner because I wanted the lid to really just be the focus point. Oh, for a lip liner, though, I grabbed this Morphe. I think they're doing away with these, but it's called Backseat Love, the pencils that you sharpen. This is a beautiful color. And then I paired it with my Lawless, this balm thing. I don't know what it's really called. It's called it's Sweetie, the shade Sweetie. And I really like these. This has kind of got a little bit of a metallic look to it, which I love. But I like the feeling of them. It kind of does plump. It feels nice on the lips. You don't feel the glitter or anything like that. And it's just really nice. I really like like it. And it goes well with that liner too. But I got a couple of those Morphe liners to try out because I do like the pencil form liners a little bit better than the roll up ones. But, and then I put a brown liner in my waterline, and it's the Natasha Denona, the brown, the Macrotech eye crayon. So let's get into this though. So this is the shade I chose today to put all over the lid. Like I said, this is very glittery, so you do want to be very careful, or do your eyes first, because it's going to go everywhere. So what I do is usually I pick it up, and you can see it's barely, and I put it right in the middle first, just pushing it on the best that I can, as close to the lash line as I can. I try to stay away from the lash line a little bit because the little glitters, they love to get into my lashes and then fall down. But the majority of the product is in the middle of my lid, which is where I want it. I don't really have to go back in again. Technically, that is enough, as you can see. But I like more oomph, So I will lay this down where I want it. I'm trying to keep my head back just a tad. And you really, to be honest, you can't really mess with it once it's on. You could use your finger or spray your brush even. Maybe use a glitter glue. That would probably give you enough. That would probably hold it enough to where you would only have to go in once, would be my guess. I don't really know. I don't like to do too many steps, to be honest. I prefer just to use a brush and it be done, and I can wipe it away. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't wipe away, then chances are I'm not going to use it again, But I picked up a little more, and the same thing. I'm going to put it right in the middle, and then sort of push it around a little bit. But you can see that it does cover the lid a little bit. There is a little bit of color behind it. Not much. This is mostly glitter, to be fair. Little teeny tiny specks of it. And I did get fallout, but you'll see, hopefully, because I was able to wipe it away very easily from the other eye. But then what I do is I take my finger and I push it down. And generally that's what locks it in. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. There we go. And a little bit came off of my finger, but not much. Alright, now I gotta get it out of my lashes and off my face. Which, it's really not that hard to get it off, to be fair. I mean, I have more problems trying to get Pat McGrath off, to be fair. Oh, I could have used the Pat McGrath stick maybe, and it would have worked better. I am going to pick a little bit up with my finger and tap it on. Okay, yeah. So I like to use a brush. Unfortunately, I think your finger is going to be your best friend when it comes to these shades. But teach their own. They're worth it. You just got to figure it out for yourself what's best, But after you put it on, you're not really going to be able to mess with it, like go back in and like blend or anything. You really want to have that eye look done, or you're just going to disturb it and have it just falling all over your face. Alright, but I did get most of it off. There is still a little bit, and here's the thing. I don't mind it, because for me, it's just so pretty, it's worth it, but to some it may not be. So I do understand. And that's what I'm saying. If you use it as a highlighter, it's going to be very glittery. But it can work for sure. It's just whatever you prefer. We're going to go in with the Tartelette Tube In Mascara in brown. I thought this was, more of a brown type of day. Which I generally wear brown mascara to work and stuff, so. But I do think black would make it even more like poppy, like in your face type of thing. I don't know why I can't speak today. like I've lost my English. I think I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, I'm always at work and then 2 days off. I'm like, what are we doing here? And I do enjoy going to work for the most part, but I do miss having time for this. But I do believe that, like, once the busy season's over, I'll have time again to do this, because I don't feel like I'll get the hours like I am now. But the good thing is that I can do this more, and I can, I'll still have enough money coming in to buy my makeup, because that was the whole point of getting the job. I wanted to be able to buy my own stuff, to get that side of the, like, is it worth it? And I do feel that this is worth it. For $24, that's 2 hours of me working, roughly. I'm just, saying. Especially if you just have a basic palette, this can really ump it up. And you get 4 shades. Yeah, you could buy an Urban Decay Super Shock, or even a ColourPop, or not a Super Shock, a Moon Dust Shadow, or the Urban Decay Moon Dust Shadows. But you are getting 4 shades in this little palette for $24, and you don't need much of it. So I feel like this would last you, even if this is the only palette you're using to amp your look up. I feel like this would last you at least a couple of years. I mean, there's 4 shades. Like, I just don't see you going through it. Let me go ahead and swatch it on my hand for you so you can see them and what they put off. They're very, I don't know, like, kind of gritty, but kind of not. Like, it's hard to explain. So this here, let me just swatch it on my hand that way, and then I'll hold it up. And again, they don't swatch the best, I'm not going to lie. But they are beautiful. Alright, let me wipe off my hand. I'm going to have glitter on me for weeks. Oh, and when you go to take it off, you'll have glitter everywhere. So I would suggest, like, wiping your eyes first, like, getting that off your lids before wiping anything else. Just heads up on that. Alright. So, are you going to be able to see them even? Yeah, a little bit. Alright. So this one here is the first shade, which is right here. It's right there. And then this one here is this shade right here. Then this one here is going to be this yellow, white, gold type shade. And then that one there, look at that. Like, that's what's on my lid. Like, it's, I don't know. I really like it though. For $24, I think it's worth it. So, it's a yes for me, in my opinion. But there are some no's, okay? There are. Like I said, I purchased this mascara, the Telescopic. It was a no in purple. It's horrible. I have some other stuff to try out, like this Ulta Complexion Crush. I'm curious about it. What else do I have? I don't know. There was another no that I purchased, but I can't find it right now. And it's like the Tarte Christmas palettes, these 3. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these, to be fair. Probably going to give it to somebody at work, because I just didn't care for them. Their Christmas palettes in the past, the last probably 3 years, I've really enjoyed. These ones I haven't. And I thought about retrying them to see if my opinion changed. But I don't feel like I need to. I really don't. It doesn't feel the same. And for the price point of this, I would suggest buying like their anniversary palette. That was great. I liked it. It was it was okay. It was worth it. But this wasn't. And I highly suggest the blush ones, like their holiday blush where they had, what was it, 4 blushes and 1 highlighter. That was beautiful. They did a good job on that. And the fact that you can purchase some of the shades, I think, in them, like if you really did like them. But I think, let me make sure I'm saying this right. No, that was the Too Faced, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the Too Faced one. That with 3 blushes and a highlighter. But regardless, I'm rambling. I'm going to let you go. I said this was going to be quick, and this was not quick, was it? I'm sorry. I've been gone a while. I got a lot to talk about. But yeah, this was, it was fun. I'm not going to lie. I really do have fun just sitting here doing my makeup. I don't really like taking it off. I think it's a lot. But I do have fun doing it, and I really do like the way these look. I've used all the colors except for that yellow gold on the lid, but I have used that yellow, like the white yellow gold in the inner corner, and it works. So I really do like all the shades. They got enough pigment, but not too much, so it can easily be like a lone shade, or you can top it over something just to give it a little more oomph. Because to be fair, I do that a lot with it. I'm like, oh, it's sparkly, it's shiny, and I'm like, let's make it look wet and grab that. So again, you probably have stuff in your collection, so do you need it? Probably not. But if you bought it, I don't think you're going to be mad at it once you figure out how to, keep from it falling all over your face, that is. But yeah, there's my thoughts on that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do have some palettes still coming in. I've got the Willy Wonka collection coming in. I bought most of that. I didn't buy all of it though. And then I did buy the Melt and Bailey Sarian collection, the part 2 of it. I bought the palette of it. And then I have, there's something else, I think. I can't think of what it is though right now off the top of my head. But I do have one more coming, I'm pretty sure. But that is all I have for you today. I hope it helped in some way, or at least entertained. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload as much as I can. I'm trying. I promise I'll get better. I'll figure it out somehow. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe. I don't think I pull a double, so yeah, I can do it. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.